Howdy guys, welcome back to the shop. We got a little project we're going to work on. It's actually a swing set for my grandkids. It's a single post swing set, 3 legs, 4 swings. I thought I'd bring you along on parts of this project. Might be kind of fun to see the process. Anyway, I got a little bit of a diagram here. I'm by far no architect or draftsman, but that's the plan. It's all going to be made out of 4.5-inch pipe, or excuse me, 4-inch Schedule 40 pipe, 4.5-inch OD, and the top rails are going to be 2-inch Schedule 40 pipe, 2 3/8 OD. And then there's some channel iron brackets that connect the top rails to the main posts, and main posts will be buried in the ground about 40 inches, depending on how deep I can dig a hole before I wear out. Anyway, thanks for coming along, and we'll take you through this process from the beginning to the end. Howdy, welcome back to the shop again. I figured I'd give you a little update on the swing set project. I know I introduced it in a while back, but we'll go through some of the ideas I had to put this thing together. First of all, the top rails for this project are 2-inch Schedule 40 pipe, 2 3/8 OD. That's what the top rails, the swings will hang off of those. These are 10 foot long. I showed the plan. It's going to be 10 foot, 3 posts, 3 vertical posts, 10 foot apart. But here's the vertical posts. I don't have them cut up yet, but they're pipe size tubing, they call it. 4-inch ID, 4.5 OD. These are 21 foot long. What I'm going to do is cut 7 foot off of both of them, so I'll have, and then weld the 2 pieces together, so I'll have 3 14-foot pieces for the vertical uprights on this swing set. But these are the brackets that are going to hold this post. I'll show you what's going to happen here. These brackets bolt on here. They'll be welded to the pipe in such a manner. And this bracket here will be welded to the tubing like that, and then the brackets welded on the 2-inch pipe will bolt to these brackets on the tubing. I probably will end up putting this thing up by myself, so one thing I'm doing is I'm putting a little clip on the top of this 1/4-inch bracket like so that when I slide it up onto the pipes, it'll sit in orientation to the mounting points on the vertical pipes. So I won't have to hold it up there to get a bolt started. It'll hopefully sit there while I get the bolt started. But that's where I'm at now. Going to commence and doing a little welding. I might show you part of that, but you don't have to. It's pretty repetitive over and over, so you don't have to stick around for, I don't have to show it all to you, put it that way. Anyway, on to the next one. Hi guys. Well, we're working on the swing set. I figured I got to tap some 4-inch channel iron brackets that will hold the top rails to the main posts on this swing set. They're 4 half 13 holes are going to be tapped in it. And then these channel irons are getting welded to the main post, and then the top rail will have a plate on it to bolt to these channels. So I figured I'd bring you along on this process. I'm going to tap them with my LX329 mill, although this mill is not the best. It does have a couple nice features. It does have a tapping mode, forward and reverse on there. So I thought I'd bring you along. We'll tap a few holes. There's nothing precision about this at all. So we'll just we just line them up by eye and run the tap in there and let her rip. All right, put a little oil on there. Hit the forward. Get down in there. Reverse it out. It does shut off when it hits the top again. You can set there's a depth gauge here. You can set that for tapping depth, and when it hits that depth, it'll go back in reverse. But I'm gonna just do it manually because there's nothing too precision about this. So we'll line up another one here. Give her a little oil. Let her go. I'm running at 95 RPM. Like I said, half 13 tap. I laid these out ahead of time and drilled them. I could have done the whole process right here, I guess, but just easier to lay them out and drill them with the drill press. All right, here we go again. I'm just hitting the taper button, or the reverse button, when I get down up off the taper or the tap. Just hit that reverse button and back it out. All right, a little oil here. Yeah, that's it. 4 tapped holes there. I got a couple more brackets to go, but it's the same thing, so no sense boring you with all of them. Alright, here we go. We're going to do a little welding on these hanger brackets for the swing set project. what we're doing here is welding this cap on here so that when after I put these brackets on the end of the pipe, when they're all standing up in the air, I can just set that on there and I won't have to hold the pipe while I'm trying to line up these bolts. Knock my spacer out of the way. Different way to clamp that on there. That ain't working. I'll try one more time maybe. Coming in from the top here. That might work. There we go. And one more. top caps all welded on there. All 4 of the brackets. So I'll take one off here. Yeah, now we'll go about welding these brackets onto the end of the upright or horizontal bars for the swing set. Quarter. I gotta move it over a little bit quarter. Alright, set our square up to the next one. And square this way. Whoop, can't do that. That little ear hanging over the top. Can't get a good square on here. I guess I eyeball it. That's probably close enough. Push in on it. We'll get it tacked on here. We can check it for square now from the bottom here. Pretty good. Go ahead and stick her in there. that my galvanizing is messing with my ground, so we'll put the ground up here on this plate. Get a direct ground there. There we go. Alrighty, 1 down and 3 to go. I won't bore you with the rest of it.